Officials from the Commission of Gender Equality in the Eastern Cape are today expected to visit a police station and Thuthuzela Care Centres. The aim is to assess the state of these facilities in the province. Let's get more detail now, and we speak to Siphosethu Booi, our reporter in Gqeberha. Siphosethu, good morning to you. The mission of this Commission for Gender Equality, what exactly do they plan to do at that police station, and what prompted the visit in the first place?
Good morning, Oli, and to our viewers. The Galvandale Police Station is amongst some of the police stations, including other care centres, Thuthuzela Care Centres in East London. They visited one as well as in East London, Butterworth, Makhanda. Just yesterday, they're doing this probe to oversee if whether or not rape victims and survivors are being received in a manner that protects their dignity, because you find in some instances when one is at the police station to report a rape case, you find that the atmosphere that they're received with is not conducive to, or rather they are not met with the sensitivity that the case requires, where you find that one needs to now be vocal and be loud about why they are at these particular police stations. Galvandale Police Station, for instance, there is a high number of gender-based violence and femicide cases in this particular police station. So we will be speaking now, Oli, to the Commissioner, who's going to be speaking to us with regards to some of the things that are expected, or what one could expect as a rape victim and survivor to be met with, the amount of sensitivity that they're supposed to be receiving and support from the police station when they are there to report such cases. Mama, good morning, and thank you very much for your time. My very first question to you would be an issue of when one reports a case of rape, what is the first place they need to go to? I remember a story just last year of Thuthuzela Vena, who went to a clinic first, and she was turned away and told to go to a police station. And when she got to the police station, unfortunately, that's where she lost her life. Where's the correct format when one should take when reporting a case of rape?
Yeah, there are two approaches to this one. The first approach, you go straight to the police station. Remember, after you have been raped, you are already a crime scene that needs to be processed. When you arrive at the police station, you have to be taken straight to a room called victim-friendly room. The reason for that is we are ascertaining if victim empowerment firstly, and also when you are being taken to a victim-friendly room, your dignity as a survivor or victim is being restored. You receive the confidentiality, you receive also the privacy that you deserve at that difficult time. So when you arrive there, they will put you into an interviewing room where you will be asked the necessary questions. And also, if you are a child, they will use something that we call D7, which is a sexual assault collection kit for children. Then if you are an adult, among other things, they will use what we call the D1, which is the sexual assault collection kit that is used for adults. The other approach is if you are within an area that has a Thuthuzela Care Centre. Remember, the Thuthuzela Care Centre is a South African anti-rape strategy. It assists in ascertaining that there is no secondary victimization and there is no tertiary victimization to survivors and victims of rape. So what is unique about the approach of the Thuthuzela Care Centre is that when you arrive there, it's a one-stop facility that has social development, Department of Health, National Prosecuting Authority, SAPS, non-governmental and NPOs that are in the space of gender-based violence and femicide. So everything gets processed there. What I love about the South African system when it comes to the fighting of gender-based violence, it doesn't end there. In an event, the perpetrator is an intimate partner or a boyfriend or a husband or a neighbor. You are fearing for your life, for an example. We have places of safety in South Africa that we call shelters, where you get catered as a woman with your children, if it's a man, as a man alone, or as a man with your children. So our approach as South Africa when it comes to the fight against gender-based violence and femicide, it is in order, and it has the potential of improving the conviction rates for survivors and victims.
Speak to us about the state you found some of the Thuthuzela Care Centres and police stations to respond to what needs to be done for the victims to feel that they'll be receiving the necessary support, and of course what they are there to open a case. When they are there to open a case, they'll be prioritized and justice can be served to them. In most cases you find that the victim gets victimized even by police. You went to East London, Makhanda. Speak to us about what you found there. Are they complying? Because today we're here in Galvindale to check the issue of compliance.
What is concerning for us as the Commission for Gender Equality when it comes to compliance? Remember, the reason we are here, we are doing oversight visits to monitor the compliance of the expected standards when it comes to issues of gender-based violence and domestic violence. What is concerning for us as the Commission is that when we arrive in most police stations, we have a challenge with a victim-friendly rooms. Most police stations are not following the blueprint of what is expected there. You could see in some of them when you enter that it's more of we are complying. There is a structure. Let me give an example about the one we saw in King Williamstown, SAPS. When you enter the room there, the victim-friendly room, you can see that the room hasn't been opened in a while. And they even told us, no, CGE, you can't go there. There's a snake. We've been waiting for 2 to 3 weeks for people to get rid of the snake. So we said, no. We are from the Lowveld. We are used to snakes. We went in there. We were shocked. The place was dirty. It was not complying to any expected standards. And that was concerning for us as a Commission for Gender Equality. The other thing that we picked at King Williamstown was that the sexual assault collection kits, they have a manufacturing date, but they don't have an expiring date. Then you go now to Grahamstown, Makhanda. They are D7 and D1, the collection kits. They have a manufacturing date and they have an expiry date. And based on information that we have as the Commission for Gender Equality, but I will put a disclaimer to that because we still need to verify it further. The lifespan is of the D7 and D1, it's alleged that it's 3 years. And the ones that we found at King Williamstown, they were manufactured in 2014. And this is 2023. The ones at Grahamstown, everything was in order. What impressed us as the Commission for Gender Equality at Grahamstown was that even their victim-friendly room meets the expected standards, fully furnished. There's an interviewing room. There's a reception area, there's a toilet that has a shower. You see, Guti, they are committed, and I also love their approach. They are working closely with CPF, and they are working closely with NPOs and NGOs around the area where they support each other and they work as a team. Rape is serious. It's something no woman should go through. So those that are tasked with a responsibility, because we have different mandates as people, let people follow their mandate to the latter. You see, with the Commission for Gender Equality, together the commissioners and our administrators, we are committed to our mandate, which is to promote, protect, and respect for gender equality, the development and attainment of gender equality. And we continue to achieve that through the research that we do, the public education and information that we do, the litigations that we do through our legal. We also use our power as an institution in an instance where we have to subpoena and an institution, and we do that without any fear of failure because we are committed to our mandate as an institution. So SAPS, for an example, their mandate is to arrest, to investigate. When they do their work perfectly, when they hand over to the prosecutors, the NPA, it makes the prosecution easy to handle. And once the prosecution is done properly, it becomes easy for the Department of Justice.
That was the Commissioner Umanduli speaking to us with regards to some of the findings that they made in Makhanda, East London, including King Williamstown, painting a very sad picture as far as police stations are concerned. But we're yet to find out, Oli, what the response would be for the Galvindale Police Station with regards to the issue of creating these safe spaces and rooms for rape survivors and victims in Gqeberha.